Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
So report reaching us right now as it is rumored and alleged and, speculated is that, Queen Naomi had stood silent as Igbi begged Ooni of Ife for forgiveness in the royal mansion, okay? Now, in a moment that underscored the shifting power dynamics in the royal household, Igbi was reportedly seen on her knee in the luxurious royal mansion of Queen Naomi in Lagos pleading for forgiveness before Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. The scene was said to be both emotional and humbling, as Igbi recounted her struggles, sacrifices, and regrets in a desperate attempt to restore her place in the heart of the Ooni of Ife. They said she cried so much that, all she wants is the love of her husband. According to insiders, so those who think they know them better, they said that Igbi had been moved to Lagos by the elders after a series of tension and conflict erupted in the royal palace in Ile-Ife. The decision, though intended to restore peace, only deepened Igbi's sense of isolation and loss. Unable to bear the separation from Ooni, she took matters into her own hands, defying orders and forcing her way into the royal mansion to make her case directly to the monarch and Queen Naomi. Now, you do know that when Igbi left, when they let Igbi out, they said that Ooni of Ife was not there, but the decision had been made. And when the decision was made where Ooni of Ife agreed that she should be let out, that she cried because she never ever thought that this could have happened. Because you do know that Ooni has got a very fine heart, okay? A pretty heart. He doesn't like to see people go through pain. He is a very great man. And that's why you see that certain things happen and, they are swept under the carpet. He doesn't stretch. He doesn't like to take things too serious, okay? Now we have that Igbi went kneeling before the Ooni of Ife. Igbi broke down in tears. They said she recounted numerous sacrifices she had made for their marriage. She spoke of how she had left her children behind to dedicate herself fully to the royal family, spending her personal resources to support the marriage and enduring years of scrutiny, judgment, and ridicule from public. They called me names, yet I stayed. They judged me, yet I held on. Everything I did was for love, for the throne, she reportedly cried, her voice trembling. Yes, so, because, for a fact is that, you say this Igbi woman, they have, in fact, I don't even know what to say, but however, they said her emotional appeal continued as she turned to Queen Naomi, promising that she would never oppose her again. I will never go after you again, my queen. I was wrong and I have seen my fault. Igbi is rumored to have said her head bowed in submission despite Igbi's heartfelt plea. Queen Naomi remained silent throughout her composed and majestic demeanor, revealing no emotion. You know that Queen Naomi is this woman that doesn't talk much. She's not that, talklican. There's no word like talklican, oh, don't mind me. Well, I don't know. I don't think there's a word like that. Queen Naomi is not somebody who talks a lot. She's somebody that has wisdom. She's vested. Her thoughts are vested in wisdom. And so anything she does, she wants to go through the path of wisdom. That is the kind of person that Olori Naomi is, okay? And so they said with all of the drama that was unfolding, that Queen Naomi was just there quiet. She didn't say anything. She didn't know what to say. Observers noted that Queen Naomi's silence spoke volume, a reflection of her wisdom and grace. It was true that she understood that forgiveness was the Ooni's decision to make, not hers, and she would not interfere in matters of divine order. The silence was heavy yet powerful, a testament to the respect Queen Naomi commanded even in the face of such vulnerability. The Ooni of Ife, however, reportedly stood firm. While he acknowledged Igbi's sacrifices, he reminded her that actions have no consequences. Actions have consequences. This is not about you or me. He allegedly said, his voice calm but resolute. It is about the balance of the palace and the will of the ancestors. We cannot rewrite what has been ordained. He then instructed Queen Naomi to escort Igbi out of the mansion, signaling that her place in the royal palace was no longer tenable. So right now, what we are hearing, if the information is true, is that, Igbi will be marrying the Ooni of Ife from Lagos, okay? That is, if that information is true. I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to them, okay? These are all, speculated, rumored information, okay? Now, Queen Naomi, ever dignified, rose gracefully and approached Igbi, her presence commanding respect without uttering a word. She gestured for Igbi to follow her. The two women walked side by side, one seeking forgiveness and the other embodying the strength of a queen who had overcome trials. When they reached the mansion gate, Queen Naomi reportedly turned to Igbi in a calm yet a firm tone, said, "This is not the end of you, but it is the beginning of reflection. May you find peace in your journey." It is not a small something as we are hearing what is going on. Oh, As we are hearing, as Queen Naomi returned to the mansion, she was met with admiration and respect from, those present. Her ability to handle the situation with grace and wisdom further solidified her position as the true custodian of the royal heart. Daylight, my daylight, my daylight, my own people. Daylight, my daylight, my daylight, my super people. Meanwhile, Igbi left the mansion in tears, her pleas unanswered, but her lesson learned, okay? I think sometimes we need to understand that you get so many opportunities to make it better in your life and to when things are going too well for you, especially when you are on the negative route, you need to be very careful, knowing that it's not going to remain like that, okay? Now, as we are hearing, they said the incident sparked widespread speculation and debate, with many praising Queen Naomi's poise and resilience in the face of, palace drama. Some insiders claim this moment marked a turning point in the royal household as Queen Naomi's role in the Ooni of Ife's life continues to grow stronger, while others like Igbi must, grapple with the reality of their actions and decisions, right? So, this fight, the thing is that when you fight for love, okay, like you continue to fight and fight and fight, you sometimes fight to your own detriment, because when the other person starts to see your opposition as a major problem to him, you will have a lot of issues. And I think this was one of those things that Igbi did not recognize on time. Ooni of Ife is still married to Igbi. They are still husband and wife. Igbi will still do royal duty and all of that. She will still be respected and everything. But I think the decision of the people of Odua to make her marry Ooni of Ife from Lagos is maybe one of those decisions that might begin to bring healing to the royal palace of the Ooni of Ife. Do not forget that this content is based on publicly available information and creative interpretation. So what that means is that it is not, it may not necessarily be factual, but of course we do know that it is speculation. Going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.